I actually saw a therapist for this, because it was getting to the point where I would stay inside for 3 months a year.
Huh.
I actually wouldn't go outdoors when there were insects out there.
So you got help?
Well, I'm talking to this woman and describing my problem to her, and I noticed that she has this tiny little waist. And I'm thinking to myself, how do I know she's not one of them?
Ooh, this is a big deal for you.
Yeah. But I did see a behavioral therapist.
Uh-huh. And what do you say?
And they put you through what's called systematic desensitization. That's 5 steps. The last step, if you can go the route, they put you alone in a room with several hundred bees.
Oh, geez.
That's the final step.
Oof.
Just confronting your worst nightmare.
Uh-huh.
I only got past the first step.
Which was?
They put you alone in a room with a dead horse.
So you're like building up from there.
That's right.
This is, I never knew this about you. This is a big deal. This is severe.
Yeah, I couldn't play professional baseball.
Because of the bees?
Well, that was one of the issues.
I'm starting to think that maybe these feelings are like, they're possibly genetic. Like it could be something that it was prenatal, or even just after natal. I mean, maybe it's something. Do you ever experience these kind of things? The sensations, the feelings.
When I was in pre-med, I went through a period where I kept coming down with stuff. It's called intern's disease.
What's that?
Well, you read about, you know too much, essentially, is what happens. You become too familiar with all the things that can go wrong medically, and you start developing symptoms.
So it is your fault?
Yeah, right. You've inherited intern's disease from me. Without having to go to the expensive medical school.
Right. Well, then I guess I.
You know what you're gonna.
Thanks.
You know what you're gonna inherit from me, don't you? A whooping.
Oh, man,
that's what you got coming to you, my friend.
Oh, it's about time.
But it is amazing what they can do now with the gene splicing. You know, they've taken the head of Gene Autry and attached it to the body of Gene Rayburn.
You got to stop.
Yeah.
Well, no, keep going.
They found the gene for shyness. I think I told you that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they would have found it years ago. It's hiding behind a couple of other genes.
I feel better now.
Do you feel like your thoughts are controlled by a computer?
Yes, a large computer.
Windows or Mac?
They make me do things I don't want to do.
Like what?
The frug, twist, the hully-gully dances that I would have let go a long time ago. But I can't help it, Doc. Look at this. Look at the way I move. Check this out. Check this body out. Look at my extension. Look at the way I can stretch my little legs. Look, did you ever know I could put my leg behind my head like this?
Yes, I know that. You showed me last week.
You know what? The time I always wanted to live in during the Old West. I always wanted to live in the Old West because life was so simple then. Like you could go into a saloon and just go, give me a glass of beer and a bottle of whiskey and a room for a week and a steak dinner and a shave and a haircut and a bath and some new clothes and a hat and some boots and some oats from a horse. And here, keep the change. Bing!
And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but what I hear you saying is that you wish that the transactions between men and women were simpler, were more logical.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, because, I don't know, I find that if you go up to a woman, when you go up to a woman and ask her out and she says no, you never know how to walk away afterwards. Mm-hmm. Like there's this awkward moment, because they don't give you like a nice outline like no, and you should go over there now, or something. You know, you go up, you're like, hey, Lisa, listen, I know we don't know each other that well, but you want to go out or something? Oh, that's very nice. No. Oh, what, do you have like a boyfriend or something? No. Oh. Oh, yeah, well, well,
Plus, you know, Ben has really rattling me these days. You know, he's on one of these kicks that he gets on where he's gotten into my medical books again.
Oh, jeez.
So now he's coming down with everything.
Oh, I don't think this is very healthy of him to do this. You know, it sounds like he needs to do something else with his time.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been saying this for years. I can't find something.
Maybe he needs a hobby.
He's got a hobby.
What's his hobby?
Oh, looking for tumors.
Yeah, that's not a very good hobby.
I think one of the problems is that I'm not the kind of dad who exposes him to a lot of things, you know, like sports or camping or anything like that.
Well, why don't you do that then?
Well, because you know how I feel about the outdoors. I'm really not crazy about nature and, you know, bugs and stuff.
Really?
You know, I feel like if the good Lord wanted us to go camping, he wouldn't have created 4-star hotels. I believe that in my heart. He's the only 24-year-old male that I know who has his own speculum. And that is not right.
You know, it's not that I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just that it's probably really, you know, this is probably like wouldn't Ben be sort of upset with you if you knew you were telling me these things?
I think he's proud. I think he thinks that his scrotum is the center of the universe.
I'm just going to go down and wipe up because, you know, I think I see a big mess down here at the end of the...
Look, I'm not much for words, poetry, or anything, but maybe this interpretive dance and this little ditty will help you know how I really feel about you. Dr. Katz, I think I'm falling hard for Dr. Katz. And even though I know that it ain't right, every night it's me and him in my dreams. In my dreams. Dr. Katz, the world moves much too fast for Dr. Katz. Even though I know that it ain't right, can't you see I'm in pain, Doc?
So what did the doctor say?
Well, you know, he said that everything checked out okay. The blood work looked good. Everything was solid. He said I need to lose a little weight and be a little more active.
Right.
You know? And I said no.
Well, you got to be firm. You don't want this guy running your life.
I got to draw the line.
Sure.
Yeah. But he did say a couple of good things. But, you know, I was wondering if there's a history of SIDS in our family. Is that possible?
No, it's not possible. Do you even know what SIDS stands for?
I don't know.
It stands for Sudden Infant Death Syndrome, Ben.
Uh-huh.
They used to call it crib death.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Well, so what do you think, like a guy like me, what are the chances?
Ben, Sudden Infant Death Syndrome.
What if it's not so sudden?
Gradual infant death syndrome.
Yeah.
You have grids.
Why are you always picking on me? I mean, as if I'm the only one in here, you know? I mean,
Tom, this is what it's about. I mean, you come here,
it's about hurt?
Sometimes it is.
It's about digging, Doc? It's about digging into my life? My personal life?
Sometimes it is.
The reason I can't settle down with one woman is because, first of all, I love my girlfriend. I love her very dearly, and I have one wish in life, that her and my wife could get along. You see what I'm saying?
I like sex, Dr. Katz.
That's great, Louis.
I like the whole... I just like the whole doing it. Sometimes when I'm having sex, I get so happy. I just want to yell, "Hooray!
Yeah.
Hooray for this! Hip hip hooray!" But women don't really respond to that in a very sensual way.
I think you can say hooray without actually saying it. Are you afraid of crowds?
I like big crowds. I like standing in a big crowd of people and just yelling, "Hey, Jimmy! Mike!"
Whoops, you know what the music means. Our time is up.
Timmy!